ABC7 has learned new details as to why Las Cruces police didn't call more authorities to investigate a suspected human trafficking operation at a hotel.
We brought you this story exclusively on ABC7 at 6 yesterday. Officers were called out to the Roadway Inn and Suites last Friday.
Today, our New Mexico Mobile newsroom learned who was in those hotel rooms and why officers didn't do more. ABC7's Rachel Phillips and the managing editor of the ABC7 New Mexico Mobile newsroom, Tom Scott, have been tracking this story all day.
And Rachel joins us live now with more information. Rachel, what do we know?
Steph and Eric, we know nobody has been arrested in this case. We also know many of the people who are in those rooms are no longer in Las Cruces.
I believe that there may be fraud or sex trafficking at a location that we delivered to earlier today.
That 911 call came from the manager of a food delivery restaurant who had several drivers report they saw girls that looked as young as 17 crammed into room 257. The caller said one girl appeared to be drugged.
One of my drivers came back and she said she saw a bunch of young girls that were naked, and there were like older men there, and it just didn't seem safe.
The ages that you're telling me, that's the first I've heard of it. I guess what I'm trying to say is I wonder just how much responsibility this establishment that they were at also had, if they were aware of so many different people and the ages.
An employee of the hotel told us the hotel is located on an open property, so it was likely whoever rented the room let people in without the hotel knowing. An ABC7 source told us there are 25 confirmed suspects. That number also been confirmed by the Las Cruces mayor. Our source says 18 of those are from Guatemala, 4 from Mexico, and 3 from Ecuador. 20 of them were men, while 5 were women. 2 were sent to the hospital for treatment for laceration and dehydration. The mayor told ABC7 that 8 of the 25 tested positive for COVID-19 and are now being quarantined. But what about the remaining 17? Do they now pose a risk to the community?
I'm led to believe that maybe they're with the federal authorities.
The Las Cruces Police Department chief told ABC7 officers responded to a welfare check at the hotel and they did not observe anyone naked. But why didn't police contact Border Patrol? In December of 2017, Las Cruces City Council approved a resolution declaring Las Cruces a welcoming community for all. It stops LCPD from detaining or arresting people based on their nationality or ethnicity. They also can't seek proof of a person's citizenship status or assist other agencies in immigration matters.
They was trying to provide a balance between not violating anyone's rights, but also making sure that what they saw or felt may be happening was not happening. Again, I don't know if it was or not.
The mayor told us federal authorities were notified by someone else. He believes one of the authorities notified was Homeland Security. Now, ABC7 reached out to the Mexican consulate. They couldn't tell us if they were helping the people who were found in this room. We also reached out to the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency. They referred us back to the LCPD. We also reached out to the El Paso Police Department, but did not hear back by the time of this newscast. Reporting live, Rachel Phillips, ABC7.